Hi there. Let's dive into Studio One this time. Studio One is one of those digital audio workstations that I have used extensively while creating music. I still sometimes use it mainly for mixing and mastering, but also for scoring for movies. Studio One is extremely versatile as Pro Tools, Logic Pro X, and Cubase, as you will see. Most interesting feature in my opinion with Studio One is an ability to create user macros. I will later dedicate a session to explain macros and how to use them in your workflow. Okay, let's start Studio One and see how it looks. So when starting Studio One, it will ask if you want to reconnect your external devices in case you have configured them. Since I don't want to use any additional external devices at this time, I just click No to continue. Now we are in the main startup screen where you can select whether you want to open an old song or create a new one. This is similar to Pro Tools and Logic Pro X. You can also connect your SoundCloud account directly to Studio One to upload your songs into SoundCloud from within Studio One. You have different type of areas, one for reviewing your songs or your projects. You might also have a show, which is a specific feature for Studio One. If you are doing a live performance, you can create a show for your performance. I will mainly focus on the song area to show how the Studio One is used to create songs. Projects are something that you might actually work when mastering a whole record. Then you can create a project that includes all the tracks, ensuring that the tracks will sound the same across the record or release. Let's open a new session and go with the basic record template. Now we are in the main view. On the left hand side you have track list, inspector, options and automation. On the right hand side you have the browser. In Studio One you have audio tracks, instrument tracks, automation tracks and folders. Let's create 3 empty instrument tracks. They don't have any instrument assigned, but I can view the track list and look at the inspector. You can also create audio tracks, so let's create 3 of them. Now we have 3 audio tracks. They are in mono, but you can easily switch them to stereo. In Studio One, the browser is located on the right hand side as mentioned earlier. From the browser you can browse instruments, effects, loops and files. All the content you need is in one place. Studio One is similar to Ableton Live in this regard, where everything is collected nicely in a single browser, making it easy to find instrument effects or any content. Let's pick an instrument. Let's go with the guitar in this case. And you can just drag and drop it onto your instrument track. In this case, I dropped it on an empty instrument track and now I'm getting some sounds out of it. If you want to add effect to make the sound fatter, you can browse effects and select, for example, a sausage fattener. When you open up the mixer to see your channels, you will see the effect you just added there. From here, you can open the guitar plugin. if you want quick control over plugin parameters without opening the plugin, you can quickly change the settings from a drop-down menu in the mixer. The mixer in Studio One is very versatile, and you can also create a bass, FX channel, VCA channel, and aux channels. Once we delve deeper into Studio One, we will take a closer look at all of these. You can pop up the mixer into its own window and make it full screen. Editing in Studio One is basically similar to other DAWs. For example, let's create a MIDI clip for this guitar instrument. Double-clicking on the MIDI clip will open the MIDI editor for drawing notes. Let's just draw some notes. The same goes for audio tracks. Let's take an audio clip like hip hop and drop it on the audio track. Now you can see an audio editor, and of course edit the audio as you like. In Ableton Live you have the session view. Here you can create a scratch pad and then edit and create things in the scratch pad. This allows you to experiment without influencing your arrangement. You can have multiple different versions of Scratchpad. The great thing about Studio One is the macros that you can use to speed up your workflow. As mentioned earlier, it's quite interesting and a nice way of doing things in Studio One. We will take a closer look at that later on. So this was an extremely quick view to Studio One, and later we will of course dive deeper. In the next video we will dive into Universal Audio Luna. Luna is a newcomer and has been around about a little bit more than 2 years. During that time it has improved a lot, and it's extremely good when you are doing a lot of like mixing, mastering and recording. So let's see how it looks like in the next session. Remember to subscribe for the channel so that you will not miss a thing. Till next time, thanks for watching. Ciao.